Yeah, none for me personally. I think other guys may use it, but my focus has been on us improving and us playing the best possible cricket we can, and when we haven't, making sure we've learnt from it. So, again, we want to win every test match we play in. At times it's not always possible. We're playing against the best test team in the world at the moment who are playing really well. So, yeah, look, I haven't thought too much about losing this series, that's for sure. We want to win. We want to win this series. But yeah, some guys will use different things to motivate them. But as I said, my motivation is making sure we're improving, making sure we're really competitive at all times, and making sure we put up a really good fight against India. And we know if we do it for long enough, we showed in Perth that we can win. So that's our focus. Yeah, well, we're constantly a work in progress. I think that the difficult thing after Perth was more the external stuff. I think for a younger group, we'd gone from a team that was no good to all of a sudden really good, and then in a matter of a test match we're back down here. So again, as I said before, it's about trying to keep a bit of perspective and a bit of reality of where we're at. Again, I'm repeating myself a little bit, but the main thing for us is that we're improving. I think we're showing signs of getting better. I think in the last test, whilst our batters didn't set the world on fire, most guys got a start and showed that they can succeed at this level. So this test is going to be a real focus from our batting group. We know we're not going to win too many test matches without scoring hundreds, so that's something we've spoken about, something we're really keen to improve and address. And again, as I said in the last few tests, the silver lining is that in a few months' time we can have some world-class players available, and we're going to have some younger guys that have had 8 to 10 tests under their belt, so it's going to be a great thing for Australian cricket. Yeah, a bit of both. I think obviously guys who are playing Test cricket want to be scoring hundreds, so it's something that batters are constantly talking about. But it's up to the individual as well. Some guys want to be reminded of certain things when they're in the middle. Someone like Usman just wants to go out and bat. So it's about knowing your players, knowing who you're batting with at the other end, and doing whatever I suppose suits them and keeps them in the zone, I guess, a little bit. And as I've said before as well, the Indian attack has been really disciplined and forced mistakes out of us. So it's just being aware of each other's strengths and weaknesses, and while you're out there batting with guys, trying to remind them of them and trying to keep them on track. Yeah, I think so. I think we're happy to change it a little bit. I think you don't want to be changing too much. We want to try and settle guys that we think are going to play a bit more long-term in positions. Looking forward into the next series and then into the Ashes, we want to settle guys in their positions. So as little a disruption as we can have to that order, the better in that sense. But as I said before, at the same time, we've got to find the best 11, the best combination of that 11 to win this test as well. So it's a bit of a balancing act. Yeah, it's good news. I saw him bowl yesterday and he was batting in Melbourne, so I'm surprised he's not playing. But yeah, look, I think conditions here would have suited him really nicely. Normally spins quite a bit, and obviously with his height as well, he would have been a handful. So I think some of our batters will be pretty happy to hear that news when they come to training today. But look, we know they've got some other spinners in their squad. Kuldeep, who's a bit younger, but he's got some serious talent as well. And obviously Jadeja did the job for him in Melbourne, so they've got no shortage of options to replace him. Yeah, I think so. I hope they're welcome back. I mean, everyone's entitled to their opinion and we'll have a different view on it, but yeah, I think once they've done their time, that I'm certainly very hopeful that the Australian public and the cricketing public in general will welcome those 3 guys back and give them a fair chance at coming back into the scene. I suppose, yeah, just to be treated like no other cricketer is, to be fair, like all other cricketers are. Sorry, probably conditions. As we've heard, we think it will spin here, so if India were to play 2 spinners, or we think India were to play 2 spinners, I think Pete can be a really important player for us. We know how good a player a spinner is. So I think that's, again, one of the discussions we'll be having today is whether we think India will go that way, and if they are we prepared to bring him back in. But yeah, I'm sure if he does, he's, as I've said, he's an excellent player of spin, and it contributes a lot to the group in the field and around the team as well. So again, a bit like Marnus, he's a very good package. He's a good person to have around our team, and we hope that when he does play again, he scores a lot of runs. Yeah, it's. I've had some discussions around that. May happen, it may not. But yeah, certainly haven't been setting the world on fire. I need to sort of cash in on my starts as well, so I'm no different to the other guys in our top six, and I've just got to play my role, whether that's at 7, whether it's at 6, whether it's at 5. It won't change the way we go about it.
Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and leave your comments in the comment section below. Click on the bell icon for notifications.